good morning. In the words of AM Noel, God morning. Welcome to the Morning Rush. This is the morning empowerment call for heart-centered entrepreneurs up to be the change in the world, make change in the world. And if you're here, thank you for being part of the change. It's such a beautiful day to be with you all today. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. And the past is in the present. It is in the past. Sorry, the past is in the past. And today is all we have, which is our presence. We have been talking this week about mapping, about sketching, about deciding. We're going to be looking at prototyping and testing the next 2 days. So this is mapping out what matters to you. What are you going to take on this week? Starting to prototype, design it, and then decide. So today's decision time. We're choosing. Personally, my band, which is also one of my businesses, Dirty May, has been working on an album for 3 years, and I decided this is the week we're going to start releasing it. So we've got singles coming out this summer, and out of that decision, my wife and I wrote a new song together in 1 hour, both on our guitars for the first time in probably 3 or 4 years, just out of starting to map the space for it. And then I was invited to produce a hip hop album this past weekend with my best friend in Baltimore. And now we're being invited to a music festival in 2 weeks. That's out of just starting to map and decide. All of that showed up. So think about how powerful this could be. Like, you're planting seeds right now for your future, for the world, for the future you want to live into, for the future you're creating right now. So I'm curious, I would love to hear, is there anyone here who's mapping out, prototyping something they're excited about? And today's the day they're going to decide. AM, I see your hand up.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Well, thank you. Some of you already know that I'm a Roman Catholic, and I always focus on the Lord's Prayer, okay? And this is regarding mapping. By the way, first, before I go any further, Janine, you are fantastic. Janine, do you get that? I got so many reviews about you in Atlanta, okay? My phone was buzzing on how great you were in Atlanta. There were a lot of kudos about you, okay? First, want to let you know that. Second, I look at the Lord's Prayer, and it says, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, which is God's name. Now, here's the part. Thy kingdom come. And my mapping is this. On earth, as it is in heaven. So I am experiencing on earth as it is in heaven, and that's my mapping. And I want that for each and every one of you. And if you are not experiencing heaven on earth, 646-939-1273. It's that simple.
That's
Thank
great.
you for allowing me to.
Thank you for your declaration that you're mapping that. So what do you choose? So you're choosing heaven on earth today. That's what I got.
Exactly, which means everybody and everything I come across are perfect the way they are. There's nothing to change. There's nothing to do but to look at what they want, and I will point out what is missing for them so they get what they want. Right, Marja?
Yes, Marja, come on in. Tell us what you're working on. What are you prototyping? What are you deciding today?
Yeah, so I had a meeting with my team this morning, and we talked about exactly this, the power of decisions. I love that, Ben, with your clarity of doing your music, that you automatically started to see traction. And I shared when I was teaching the RPM, that I learned from Tony, I had this same exact thing. And I decided on my 3 one-year goals with, SMART and clarity. And it's funny, what struck me is there were 3 one-year goals. And within that 1 week, all of a sudden, it looks like magic, but everything started to manifest like immediately. And what I shared with my team was the reason everything looked like magic and manifested was because that clarity of those 3 decisions drove those 3 objectives drove my decisions. And so, for example, there was I was in the training, I was fully immersed day and night. I would never have done something else. I got an opportunity to go on a date with a guy that I really liked. And normally I would have said, no, don't have time right now. But because manifesting love was one of my 3 one-year decisions, I said yes. And we went on a midnight walk around the lake. And we, and we sat and had a mocktail and we talked, and now we're dating. And so it's like that culminated into, within a year, to, within the week. And it was the power of the decision based on, hey, I have to say yes, because this is part of my objective. And so it took me beyond, I'm too tired, I'm too busy, I have other things. It gave me what is my important but not urgent. And I stepped into that.
Wow. I'm really moved by this. And Marja, any dude would be lucky, blessed to be on a date with you. So thank you for saying yes to yourself. And how I wrote down clarity of decisions equals magic and manifestation. Like when you start to get clear, and there's something else you added in. You took an action towards what you're committed to, right? And despite what was showing up, and the universe started to send you things. I realized I had phone calls coming in last week and I was not taking them because I was dealing with myself. And about an hour later, once I pulled my head out of my rear, I was like, oh my gosh, I think the universe has been calling. Like, here are all the answers. And I've been like, no, I'm dealing with something, right? And it's like, hello,